Isaiah 9. But there is no gloom upon her who is distressed, as when at first he humbled the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward more heavily oppressed her by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan, in Galilee of the nations. The people who were walking in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwell in the land of the shadow of death, a light has shone. You shall increase the nation, you shall make its joy great. They shall rejoice before you, as in the joy of the harvest, as men rejoice when they divide the spoil. For you shall break the yoke of his burden, and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. For every boot of one trampling in tumult, and coat rolled in blood, shall be used for burning and fuel of fire. For a child shall be born unto us, a son shall be given unto us, and the rule is on his shoulder. And his name is called Wonder, Counselor, Strong El, Father of Continuity, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his rule and peace there is no end, upon the throne of David and over his reign, to establish it and sustain it with right ruling and with righteousness from now on, even forever. The order of Jehovah of hosts does this. Jehovah sent a word against Jacob, and it has fallen on Israel. And the people shall know, all of them, Ephraim and the inhabitant of Shomeron, who say in pride and greatness of heart, the bricks have fallen down, but we rebuild with hewn stones. The sycamores are cut down, but we replace them with cedars. And Jehovah set up the adversaries of Rezin against him, and stirred up his enemies, the Arameans before and the Philistines behind, and they devour Israel with an open mouth. With all this his displeasure has not turned back, and his hand is still stretched out. And the people have not turned back to him who smites them, nor have they sought Jehovah of hosts. And Jehovah cuts off head and tail from Israel, palm branch and reed in one day. Elder and highly respected, he is the head, and the prophet who teaches falsehood, he is the tail. For the leaders of this people lead them astray, and those who are guided by them are swallowed up. Therefore, Jehovah does not rejoice over their young men, and has no compassion on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is defiled and evil, and every mouth speaks foolishness. With all this his displeasure has not turned back, and his hand is still stretched out. For wrongness burns as the fire. It consumes thorn bushes and weeds, and sets the bushes of the forest ablaze, and they roll up like rising smoke. The land shall be burned up by the wrath of Jehovah of hosts, and the people be as fuel for the fire. A man shall not spare his brother, and cut down on the right hand, but shall be hungry, and he devours on the left hand, but shall not be satisfied, each one devouring the flesh of his own arm. Manasseh, Ephraim, and Ephraim, Manasseh, together they are against Yehudah. With all this his displeasure has not turned back, and his hand is still stretched out.